Thanks for joining me again, guys. I am back. Here's a squat day. This is a high rep squat day of mine where I basically go for 8 to 10 rep top set, and then I drop the weight a little bit and go 2 to 5 back off sets from there. So I knew I was going into this workout knowing I was going to do 370 for 8 to 10 reps. So I'm showing you guys just some of the warm-ups just to, I guess, show the form, show my weight increments that I'm doing in terms of increasing up towards my working weight, and also the reps that I'm doing. You guys can count them if you'd like, but I won't go too crazy with way too many reps working up to my heavy weight. I'm not doing sets of 10 all the way up there, even though my top set's a set of 10. Do lots of reps with little or no weight, and then what I do is I just kind of taper it down quite a bit up to, you know, a single or a couple singles with my heaviest and second to heaviest warm up. So 275 here. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Cool. You know, it's funny, I noticed that I like wearing specific clothing for certain workouts. I've noticed that on my squat days, I really like this shirt. For my deadlift days, I like to wear my Dead Serious deadlift shirt. For my bench days, there's a specific shirt I wear. And even for my lower body wear, there's certain clothing I just like wearing. And I also like these pants, although I'm going to switch these out because I just noticed that they're actually slightly uncomfortable around the hamstring area. But, okay, here's working weight now, 370. Going for 10. And if you're watching this, I'm sure you're probably just curious about some squat tips that I might have for you. I know most of you guys probably do low bar. It seems like most people do low bar these days. Not too many people do high bar. I think a lot of people begin with high bar, and then eventually they convert to low bar once they realize that high bar is a little bit more difficult in terms of lifting the same amount of weight. So for most people, yeah, you could lift a little bit more weight using low bar. For me, high bar has just been the way to go, and I've never really turned back. Although maybe in the future I'll go back to low bar, who knows. But doing 370 for 10 here, and I think the most that I've done for a set of 10 was either 380 or 385. It was probably 380 for a set of 10. I've probably done 385 for set 8, but working my way up in 5-pound increments, trying to keep it at 10 reps each time. So the last time I did a heavy set of 10, it was like 365. So working my way back up to where I was. Backed off, now I'm at 350 for sets of 10. And I believe I ended up doing 4 sets of 10. Just trying to perfect everything here. There's a little bit of forward bar movement in the beginning of the rep, coming from my hips rising a little bit before the rest of me, and that's really typical. And you'll see it more so in some reps than others, but it's just what I would like would be a perfect bar path straight up and straight down. And actually, that last rep looked pretty damn good, to be honest. Something with me is, with my high bar stance, when I try to sit back, when I try to keep the weight back, what happens is I end up butt winking. And for me, my best squats usually are when I allow my knees to really travel forward. And that's funny too, because my knees feel the best when I allow that to happen. When I really allow them to come forward. I've noticed that back when I was doing low bar squats, I would have kind of knee pain here and there, way more often than I ever get that doing high bar squats. And you'd expect that, hey, you know, see how far my knees are going forward, that I would be having some pain now. But no, it's not the case. It's funny. I never have knee pain. If anything, lately I've been having a little bit of a right hip issue. I think it's actually something that's totally unrelated to like my form and all that. It's actually just this totally random reason why I think that my right hip's been acting up a little bit lately. I won't even talk about it because I don't even think it's like lifting related. But another side angle, and kind of from the back too, you can kind of see how my squats look from the back. 350. I think this is the third. Yeah, I think this is the third back offset now. Third back offset. Boom. And something I've been saying a lot lately is that I've been lifting for 9 years now. It's pretty crazy. I started sophomore year of high school when I was about 15 and a half, and about 24 and a half. It's been 9 years. And it's crazy because I'm really like not that big and strong. Big or strong. But compared to where I began, it's a pretty damn big difference. And it's something I always try to remind people when someone is a beginner and they look at where I'm at right now, strength or physique wise, and I take off my shirt and they are just like roids or whatever. I just try to remind people that, man, I've been lifting for 9 years, and compared to most people, I'd say I train a little bit smarter than the average person that walks in the gym. Not to sound full of myself, but I train pretty smart. It's crazy what you can eventually accomplish once you've been training long enough, hard enough, and at least a little bit smarter than the average person. You can do some crazy stuff, such that a lot of people just think you're on juice. It's either your impressiveness or their ignorance, or a combination of both. But eventually, as a natural lifter, if your genetics are even a little bit less than average or above, you are going to get to a point where you're going to get impressive to the average person. You stay in this game long enough, you train hard, you get smarter every year, you reach a point where people just are really going to understand how you got there. Perhaps without knowing your full story, they're going to see you kind of shortchange you. But that's life. It's pretty often you'll look at someone with any sort of ability, and you can't really comprehend how they got that way. You might look at Tony Hawk, or like a skateboarder, or snowboarder, or real estate investor or whatever, and just assume they had like this natural talent, or they just got like hella lucky somehow. But really, anyone who does something for a really long time eventually gets good at it, hopefully, and they start to reap the rewards. And the lifting game is similar. You don't see actually you guys see, but people don't see the days that you spend in the gym, the hours, all of the reps, and these things compound. And eventually you build something that other people may envy, or may wish they had, or eventually just dismiss for something that it's not, which is definitely something I get a lot of. But it'll come. Seriously, guys, it'll come. To all of you, pretty much. You train hard enough, long enough, smart enough, you will reach a point where people just aren't going to believe that you are what you are, and they're going to be ignorant. That's life. It's money, looks, everything, skill, talent, but that's what it is, and that's just life. Anyways, that is pretty much this workout for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.
Hey, quit being a little bitch! Ogus cake!